What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panfro Games, and we have another daily dose of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news and leak updates to share with you all today. In today's info, we're going to be covering more Team Star information. We may have found another brand new Pokemon from the previous trailer, and much, much more. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate it, and like the video. It helps me out so much. Let's begin with some Team Star information, and we got some new leaks that will probably give us a very good idea who the actual leader of Team Star is, with a lot of proof to it. So one, I do want to reiterate, Team Star has 5 different leaders, right? And each leader represents a type. So we learned about Mela in the previous trailer, who is the leader of the Fire type squad. And the Fire type squad is called the Shreddar squad. And Shreddar is a real star in the sky that you can look up at, and is actually part of the Cassiopeia constellation. And I did miss this from the previous video, and this is a very key point. So we know that this is a constellation that has 5 different leaders, and we know the types of each leader. We have a fairy, dark, poison, fire, and fighting leader, right? However, all of these just make a part of Team Star. What is the actual leader who represents the Cassiopeia constellation, right? We have all the parts, but we don't know who leads all 5 parts. So one thing we do know, Cassiopeia is a Greek mythology character. She was a beautiful queen. So we know the gender of this character is going to be female, right? So this is a woman we're looking for, so it's not going to be a male character. Now, looking back on some Riddler coup tweets, he said on August 4th, Nimona is a goddess behind the gyms. Arven is a manny behind some sort of tower, and it's a sandy, dusty tower, probably where you can see Cloth at, right? And Penny is a badass behind the Team Star flags, and that's actually the fire flag that we saw in the recent trailer. So there's 3 storylines, and we know what each storyline is going to be now. It's going to be getting all the badges, defeating the champion, which is Nimona's. Arven is here helping us get treasure, and then defeating the evil team, which Penny would be the last character to fill that spot, and Penny is a girl. And Riddler Coup tweeted out this: where is our missing Cassiopeia? So where is the leader of Team Star? Well, looking at the official art from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that was released after the trailer, we can see Nimona is hanging out here when you're battling gym leader. So we know she is officially confirmed to be your rival during the gym challenges. Then the next image, when we're fighting the Titan Cloth here, Arven is with us. So we know Arven is officially confirmed to be the treasure hunter with us as well. And the last photo here is us against Team Star. And guess what? Penny is not to be found anywhere at all, but yet the Team Star flag is in the background, which Riddler Coup had behind her before. So I think that is all the proof we need to officially confirm that Penny is the evil leader of Team Star. And I do have a correction to make on the champion Gita. So Riddler Coup and Kaka have different leaks on what the actual champion is. And Riddler Coup says Kaka was wrong with his original leak. In the previous video, we mentioned how there are multiple champions, which is true. There are multiple champions because it's a champion rank, not just a singular champion. And our goal is to achieve that champion rank. But do you battle with more than one champion in the game? That is where Riddler Coup and Kaka disagree. So this user says maybe he meant she is like those 3 combined, scary and strong like Cynthia, where she battles, looks like Iris growing up and acts like Diantha, very noble-like. And then Riddler Coup says Gen 9 champion is a female, no other meaning. Some stupid people believe Kaka's bullshit of male-female champion statement. So there is no second champion. Gita is the only champion that we're going to be fighting, and it does mention on her official profile that she is the champion of champions. She is the strongest, so pretty much she is the only champion we're going to be fighting in the main game. Who knows in the post game? Potentially in the post game, there could be other champion rank trainers we're going to be fighting. But it is important to note that Kaka is not a Pokemon fan. He is a playtester, and they chose him because he is a neutral playtester. So he's not like a diehard fan who just say, oh, I like it because it is Pokemon. He's playing the game and trying to give like objective criticism. So there's going to be things where he's not going to pick up on that true Pokemon fans will, like you watching the video. Now for an update on the Poison Steel engine Pokemon that was pretty much all but officially announced by Pokemon Company here. And I think it is funny because this really does remind me in Impidum how they're like probably not going to officially announce this for a long time just to troll us. But I gotta say, one, obviously this is a Pokemon, has his tongue out, as we mentioned in the previous video, and there's the in-game screenshot of it. And honestly, it looks pretty cool, but something that I did not notice before that is incredibly interesting is when we look at the in-game screenshot, there is a Pokemon potentially right next to our Steel Poison engine Pokemon. So we can see the engine Pokemon right here, right? But when you look in on the right side, it looks like, you know, this could be the pre-evolution of the engine Pokemon. I mean, look at it. They're both big in steel. They sort of have a similar top, like general formation, like it's a big screw. I can see a big screw that turns into a big engine. I mean, they're both round tops. They both have the same exact silver and black to it as well. You could potentially make out a mouth here. I mean, this is obviously really low res and it is in the background, so who knows? But the fact of the matter is we know this is a two-stage Pokemon and we know that this is the final form. So there's going to have to be a pre-evolution, and a screw would make a lot of sense to go into an engine, you know, since it's like a metallic part that would work in a car or potentially another vehicle. We also know that this engine will be different for each one of Team Star's leaders. Maybe you give it a different item like Rotom and it'll change into a different variant of the engine. Don't think it'll necessarily change the type of it, but at the very least, it'll change the visual appearance. But let me know if you think that's the right way to think about this in the comment section below, because I really do think that this is the pre-evolution of the engine Pokemon. In the latest trailer, we learned officially about the Titan Pokemon, and we know from the leaks that there are 5 different Titan Pokemon, and one of them is the pure rock type Cloth, which is the Stony Cliff Titan. But we also know what the other 4 Titans are going to be, and I think they're going to be really interesting. So Kaka posted this, and when you translate it, we get the different Titan names. So we get Stony Cliff, which we know is Cloth, Lurking Steel, which is probably going to be the Earthworm Pokemon, which should be a Mono Steel type. Vast Sky should be related to the Crane Pokemon, which could be a Mono Flying type. Then the False Dragon / Dinosaur, this is going to be the Water Dragon Sushi Pokemon. And we know that's going to be the Sushi Dragon and the Sushi Master, which is a pure water type. I think that's going to be some sort of double combat, but we aren't 100% sure. But we do know that both are in the battle, so who knows how that boss fight's going to be working. It could be a little bit different than the rest, of course. And the last one is Dirt / Earth Shaking. And that is going to be Paradox Donphan. We know that Paradox Donphan has a version exclusive for Scarlet and Violet. So the one for Scarlet is going to be Fighting and Ground. And the one for Violet is going to be Ground and Electric. So that is our 5 Titan Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure once we defeat the Donphan, we'll be able to access all the other Paradox Pokemon at the very end of the game. Now for some really exciting news here. You've never seen this. This is a spoiler. This is a direct in-game screenshot of the Hake fish, which is essentially some sort of cod fish based in Spain, right? And the Hake fish we knew was going to be a water type, but we weren't sure what was the secondary type. It was going to be pure water, but now we know that this Pokemon is going to be water and psychic type. So now we have official confirmation on the Hake fish from Kaka, which is really interesting. Water and Psychic is a very strong offensive typing, so we're going to have to see if this Pokemon will have the stats to back it up. But that's really cool that we got the typing on this. So that's one step closer to completing the Pokedex. And the last news item of today is the Gen 6 starters are in the game via Pokemon Home transfer. So something worth mentioning here. Pokemon Home will not be at launch, but it'll probably take place sometime in 2023, probably in January or February, and that is when they'll change the meta. Once the home Pokemon are allowed in, they'll change the VGC meta to allow those Pokemon in as well. but we are going to have a few months of vanilla Scarlet and Violet gameplay. So just keep that in mind. But this is great news for all Greninja fans because you'll probably be able to bring over your Battle Bond Greninjas sometime in 2023. So there we have it, guys. That is all the news and leaks we have for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know in the comment section below. Do you like that Penny is going to be the team star leader? I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I think the reveal in the story is going to be interesting. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And like the video, of course, that helps as well. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.